Okay. Oh, my music's so loud. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Music stop playing. Let's get started today, chat. Back at home. Let me add my silver things on. Metals, is that I use? Oh, this one. Not sure with Desi and Lanto. They're probably gonna be done. They're probably wrapping up soon. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this on. I don't know if I'll be trading silver and gold right now. I feel like the volatility has been. Wait, gold is at back up at 5,000. I haven't looked at charts in a bit here. It was under 5,000. Wow. Okay. But yeah, I think the focus is gonna try to be back to NQ and ES unless we see opportunity. Volume's low. Let me fix that. Try it now. Hello, hello. Okay, let me. Noise cancellation is off. Okay, I can hear myself now. But this is the first stream back in like almost a whole month, guys. How has everyone been here? I was gonna look at the higher time frame while we catch up. Non-farm payroll tomorrow also. So that's probably why we're gonna have a little bit of a sluggish move today. It's a 4-hour chart right now. We're holding this 4-hour for both sides. So this is where we flip the 4. And we should be only mostly looking at upside if we can. This is where we have the chain state delivery. I'm gonna just do this here, put it only in the hour. So that's what it looks like there. Do the same thing for ES as well. And I'm gonna look at the daily. Welcome. Killing the Apex goal. Yeah, we're trying. I'm still working on that. I haven't touched it since. People would think that I blew the count. I haven't yet. It's still at 2.7. I've just been very busy with traveling and everything. What is this little shield here? Yeah, I'm also all these traveling just made me sick again. Like I already been bad enough. So I got my tea with me here. Are we almost back at all-time high? I have not been looking at NQ and ES in quite a while. And it looks like ES could go back to 7,000 all-time high again. Wow. Yeah, so let me just already drew everything I needed out. We're going to be dropping on the 15-minute. Welcome back. Welcome. Good to be back, chat. Let me show that we're online. It's going to be more of a laid-back stream today. First time back in live in ages. Just relaxing. Day to catch up and warm up before non payroll tomorrow. Yeah, so I don't think we'll have that much action today. So if you're looking for aggressive trades, you might not get it today. I'm gonna definitely watch, but starting tomorrow is gonna be where we amp it up. So look at this. This is basically a seek and short profile. We could see yesterday we had a lot of expansion on Monday. The day before non-farm payroll was always on a Friday, but today is on a Wednesday because it's delayed. We see Asia just build a range, taking out the New York, and then no, not Asia. This is PM, so this is the expansion profile, and then Asia creates a range. London takes that, New York takes that on the other side. So taking both the highs and lows, and we're just chopping in between. So at this point, we should be looking to really drag our toes to these lows or highs. Both are taken already. We don't have a draw on either side. The main focus is, can we get some scalps in between? Did you end up breaking the Apex payout record? So that's the thing with this. You don't break the record until you get paid, until the money's in your bank account. Do I have the highest balance? Yes, I do. Is it too early? Heck yeah, it is. So this is going to be proof to see if Apex can deliver. I mean, they paid many seven figures payout holders already. But for me, I feel like I'm an unprecedented case because I did the payout or I hit the record high balance in a little over a week, basically. Oh, like basically, let's say just take 2 trading weeks. Because it's like 5 days, 5 days. So I was right under that. So yeah, we were just sitting there tight right now, and they also paused metal trading. So do I like that? No, because I'm comfortable trading silver. I have been off of NQ and ES, trading silver and gold, both doing very well. Right now, I don't think they might be still better at NQ and ES and opportunity wise. They still see a short profile, it looks like. So which you can get a lot out of. We have some equal lows down here. I bet we can take the short down. But it's not as volatile and opportunistic as before. Has Apex reached out to you about your run? I'm pretty sure I'm also eval banned, but I haven't heard direct words from them yet. But they know of me. PW is heyday. I think that's the thing with PW. Anything I do, he's gonna hate. If I make like $1 million on my live account, he's gonna be like, "Well, you did it because something else is." You would never win like that because there's no point in winning against him. There's always gonna be a lot of content and a lot of distractions. Did you get actually paid by Apex? I'm not demanding payment. You know that you need to get uncapped payouts. You need to like hit 5 after 5 payouts, the 6th one. I think is that how it works? 5 or is it 4 to 5? I think you take 5 payouts first and then 6th one. I still have to meet consistency. So if I have to go by the book, I have a long way to go. Oh, I think I got my... I think Tradeify gave me my live account too. So we could start that. Shall we? Damn, it's dumping a little bit. So, like I said, this profile is telling me Asia creates range, London takes the high, London almost sweeps the low, but then New York takes the low, then New York takes both overnight highs. This, to me, you don't want to try to play the move from either of these sides. You want to just go with the momentum. And what do you think is more probable? So in this case, if we keep on jabbing these lows here and then we spike a high, give a short setup, I would easily take that short and just do tight stops and bring it down. I think a lot of you guys are also waiting for some content about how I traded, how I did the run. I wanted to do that, but at the same time, I don't want to ruin the things I already recorded, and that's with Riz. But from what I can tell, it could take weeks. No, not weeks, months. I mean, it could take like April for it to come out, and I'm not even sure how much of it you could use from there. Because, you know, like I said, silver, precious metal has always been changing. So it's something that to think about. Pausing metals, yeah. I think I was one of the reasons, because I was doing so well with them. But yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I got moved live with Tradeify. I have 3,000 drawdown per account. So let's see how that goes. It's gonna be interesting. I also moved live with Lucid. Lucid actually gives me much more. I think Tradeify gives me about 15,000 drawdown to move all my live. So like a lot was forfeited, but you know, I was in the mindset like I wasn't going to run up the big balance anyways, because there's a cap live already, similar to Top Step now, which we can talk about. Lucid on the hand, they give me 30,000 per account, or not account, 30,000 total. So you split that up. I have 5 accounts. That's basically $6,000 per account, and it wasn't as much forfeited. There's no opportunity in the market right now. You're gonna have to wait for this. I have my accounts ready to trade. Did you get a payout after Apex? So just to be clear, guys, my highest day on Apex is $130,000 in one single day on my accounts. So to meet, is it 30% consistency? I think it is. I need this much total per account. So I have 14 accounts right now. I would I would need to get 6 million. I think is the math right? Is it 40% consistency or 30%? No. My highest balance was 120. It was not 130. I'm tripping. Yeah, so like 506. So that's why the goal was 5. So you guys asked like, can I request a pay? I was like, I need to get to the consistency first, unless they move me live, of course. So that's the other caveat that like I'm not opposed to. It doesn't matter if they want to keep me a sim for my balance. I run up to 5 mil from 2.5 or 2.8, whatever it is. I'll just basically double account and hit the 5 mil goal, or they move me live and I'll likely still trade with the same balance and see it that way. What happens if you blow the live? At this point, guys, if you guys are talking about ban, I think you're going to be eval ban regardless. I can't buy more evals. Usually Apex, once they either consider you moving live or you're doing good or something, anything like that, they'll just stop you buying from evals. So we're trying to tag these lows down here, which is interesting. Very secret short profile right now. What we could do is try to play the short down, or we can wait for this to come back up. 2 options right now. I don't really feel the confidence to play the short here because it's not that probable. And lately, what I've been taking trades, I've been looking for the best probability. I'm not in any trade right now. I don't think it's something that anyone should be in a trade right now based on what it is. Because if you're short right now, you have to be short from like all the above to make it make sense. Chasing the short is highly dangerous. But is it not crazy, chat? This is something we can talk about too. Top Step live transition. Top Step can move you live at their own discretion. That is at 1 payout, no payouts, whatever balance it is. They can move you live. They'll let you trade 20% of it. The other 80% get locked away into a vault, which is such a high, like 20% is nothing. Like if you got transferred live with 10K, you start trade with 2, and then the other 8 gets locked away. And then like if you lose the 2K, which is like nothing, honestly, you get 80% forfeited. The rest gets forfeited. And to add to that pain here, we look at what they talked about also before that, which is this here, risk management. So again, the example with 10K, if your balance is at 2K, once you, let's say you get above, like you make 2,000 profits at peak, whatever the highest live balance is, if you get under 30% pullback from it, you get moved back to a funded. And then if you do bad on the funded, all these balances gets wiped away, which is like, there's a lot of pressure at this point, and they're holding your money hostage. I don't think I've seen firms do it like that. It's kind of interesting. I feel like it's unheard of for them to do that. I would think like, you know, other firms would do that. This one is like Top Step. Where did all my stuff go? Oh, I think I removed it. Okay, I need to. Yeah, okay. There we go. That's better. So yeah, we're still traveling lower. I could play the push back up. I don't want to chase this yet because there was no actionable play. Most likely we got this closure. We could have played this breaker. We just retrace back up. Especially after taking this high and failing. That this could have been something like this. This is something I would take. Where I'll tag the short here. Other one. Where I'll tag the short here. Put our stop like right above that. And then look to target the next low. That's something I would have taken if we had the opportunity. You can see once this closure happened, we had no interest in coming back up. When is the TPT raffle? This is a good question for those guys. Everyone here, please make sure you do your resync, your auto sync for take profit trader purchases. It's very easy now. We have a new method. It's user ID. You can just find in your profile. You just enter it in, and then we'll track all your purchases. And what that would do is like we're running so like thousands of raffles where we make sure that you guys are winning a lot of rewards because we can't guarantee rewards anymore. So just do that real quick. It'll take like 1 minute, and then you'll get emails like you can get like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 rewards, which is like enough to get like a direct funded. So yeah, just make sure you guys do that. And those who are late to reward sync, I think we already have plans to backdate it. So you still get your January. Nothing before that. This is like a raffle. The only thing we can do is the month before. Still in Puerto Rico. I'm in Florida. If you guys know, I'm likely going to be back in Puerto Rico next week or the week after. Like somewhere in February, I'm going to move everything. And then, you're not going to see me travel as much anymore. You're going to see me lock in and grind. If you want to follow me along the trade with me, that's going to be where it's going to happen. It's going to be much more more of a grindy mentality. I've been kind of loose on it because I had a good run with Apex, then I had to travel, I had to do events, I had to do podcasts. I didn't have to, but that's my choice. And then I was moving too. I moved to Puerto Rico. I moved back to do all my health checkups. And now trying to move everything back to Puerto Rico, and then now, that's going to be where I'm going to permanently stay for the next years. NFP or CPI or experience, what's your favorite to full board? Both of them are perfect. NFP and CPI. Avoid FMC if you can. Like, that's more risky. Non-farm payroll CPI is like top. PPI is also just iffy. You need more volatility than that. But it's good to be back, guys. I didn't want to announce the live stream because I feel like the start is going to be slow. And then once we amp it up, we're going to really crank it. Damn, it's dumping here. I want to say that I would love to take that short, but it's just very challenging for me because we're seeking short profile. Very stabbed is low. If this low wasn't stabbed, I would have been able to be more aggressive with it. It's all about kind of probability and what do you think is more likely for you to do. Do you ever stream AM? That's not my focus. Focus is PM, 1 to 3, guys. That's more than a lot of people that streams 2 hours. Most people stream just for an hour. I'm gonna be very strict with the scheduling. It's just 1 to 3, 1 to 3. That's what it was consistent for the longest time, for like, you know, years, like a year and a half, basically. Only called off when I was sick or I had to travel. But yeah, slowly get back to it once we get able to. Which props do you suggest? Top Step's getting worse. Top Step's already worse because you haven't traded on TradeVate. I'm not sure how big of a fan you guys are with Project X, but TradeVate is, to me, much better, more reliable. All these outages has been a mess. If you want a kind of a comparison that's similar, at this point, Top Step and Lucid is getting more and more similar. So that's like my #1 recommendation at this point. If you want to know like what I think is good though, Take Profit Trader is always going to be top dog at this rate. The live program is good. Basically, they don't forfeit anything. They have a cap, but if you like make $10,000 a day, they'll just move you live. They'll pay you the rest. Everything's there. They're not playing these games here. So, yo, I think Top Step angle right now is like, oh, but this firm over here, they're doing something worse. So, you know, what we're doing is better. So, but then like, there's so many angles because like, why? First of all, if you guys were the top, you guys were #1, you guys have to do these changes that drop you, comparable to the bottom tier now. And even if you're better in some ways, there's just too many schemes. You don't see Apex doing this. You don't see Take Profit Trader doing this. And these guys are like the OGs. We don't have to compare it to the new firms. The new firms are, new for a reason. They're figuring themselves out. Yeah, once they compare themselves to other firms, I think that's where they're dead. It's very simple. All they need to do, if they wanted to do a live cap, they can do that. But instead, they want to play games and like, okay, you can hold your balance, but here's a catch. We only let you trade 20% of it, and then if you blow it up, you lose everything. So to me, that could be even worse than just doing a live cap. If they want to cap accounts at like $5,000 per account, you get moved with 25,000. I would not be opposed to that. Please explain what payout bonus actually means. Very simple. When you use code SMART for any of your purchases, depending on the firm, there's payout bonus. If you reach a payout and you use code SMART, we'll give you points for a free eval. But these points you can use to save up for a bigger eval. If you get 1 payout bonus per month per firm, so there's gonna be like 4 firms for this month. If you get a payout bonus for all firms, that's gonna be 3,200 points, and that's enough for you to basically get a 150K account, or 3, 4 50Ks, 6 25Ks, or 1 direct funded. So use it however you want, basically, and you also get rewarded for the purchase itself. So there's multiple things here. Top Step waiting for metal trades to blow their live, then revert the rules. You know what? Now that I think of it, that could be the case. Guess why? The moment these traders who ran up on metals blow their account, it's not that hard to blow the account anymore. They're not getting the max allocation. They get a fraction of it. They get moved to live early. They blow their account and forfeit 80% of their profits. Guess what happens? Top's gonna be like, you know what, guys? We heard your feedback. We're gonna change the rules. You're not gonna, lock away 20%. We're gonna let you trade 50%, 70%. And then everyone who got burned, they're gonna be like, well, what the heck? That might be what's gonna happen, guys. I didn't think about that, but that might help their pockets. If we can take out these lows, I'm not long this until we smash these lows, and then we can close back up, and then I'll try to long it. I'm waiting for this to play out right now. This could also be framed up in this way. Yep. I think overall it's been pretty bullish on all time frames. So why I'm looking for longs, 4 hours bullish. You know, we held this gap here. We close above. We held this. And then we create another 4-hour gap. We're holding this right now. Until we see a closure under here, I'm not going to turn my direction. And then you see the 5 minutes, just like very simple, where we're just seeking showing, but we tick the highs and lows already. If we can smash these lows here and come back up, that's going to be high probability longs. Or more probable longs. It's not, nothing's high probable, I think, for today, just because non-farm payrolls tomorrow. But you have more of a good shot. Wait, what is this? When TopStep put meta restrictions, most of the prop firms except Lucid and TradeFi follow. Do you think current TopStep change is a bad trend for prop firm space? I think what TradeFi and Lucid have is they already have these live caps, which for better for worse, they're able to be very sustainable. So no one's able to just make like $100,000 in one day and then expect to pay out, because there's rules in place for them, for the firm. But for TopStep and Apex, they're much more vulnerable. So that's why when this volatility happened, they definitely got hurt. So it was their mistake. It goes both ways though. Because it's a double-edged sword. If a lot of traders trade the volatility, most of them are going to do bad. But all you need to do is like 10% of people, 5% of people to do good and to hurt them. Right now, I'm just waiting for the low to get taken. I could look for a short if we can really retrace back up. I don't think you should long anywhere here until we smash these lows and then hold back up. I'm not going to touch anything until we see this. That's the only high probability situation I can see. I can frame up right now. Why are you always coughing? I wish I do. Not taking last month. Do you usually trade off stream too? Off stream, it could be Asia. I also trade Asia. Probably a good 60% of the time, if I'm trading Asia, I'll be in the Discord just posting alerts. So you'll see a lot of alerts in the past. You've been fake coughing. I wish it was fake. Yo, I met JCab also during the event. We talked secrets, guys. He told me the sauce to get the record payout, and I was like, okay, let me do it. And then we're here. I think he's Chinese. Yeah, stop it. Okay. It might be getting close to this. Again, this is very challenging for me to just say let's smash shorts here. What happened to the music? Or we like to get points from using your Apex code. If you go smart in Apex, they're the only firm that we have that don't have rewards yet, but something that we've done for Fun and Next and other firms in the past. They don't allow rewards, but when they do, we get the green light to just, reward all your previous purchases. So Fun and Next was an example. We weren't able to give rewards until like 3 months later, and then we were able to just track all your purchases. So it's actually a beauty there. So, I mean, I might get a record payout from Apex, and maybe we can chat, explore some options, see what we could do, and then if that, if I get the green light, guess what happens? You guys will all get credit for it. Double bottom. I don't play double bottoms. What I wait for that get taken, watch reaction. If we can react here and come back up, that's good long opportunity. Oh, chat, I forgot. You know the Fun and Next Bolt account? I actually got it to 5 payouts and cashed the holding out. So I have $50,000 in my wallet right now that I haven't withdrew yet. And I'm thinking of just rerunning it. Look at this. 49.4. There's like a little discrepancy because of the copy trading. But $49,000 withdrawn from 5 accounts. About $10,000 per account. I might just buy the Fun and Next accounts again. You can actually trade silver with it too. So it's not as hard as you think to get the, a good balance and then run it up. It's very dangerous for the firm, I feel like, but I'm not thinking for the firm. I'm thinking of you guys. Imagine we get the Fun and Next account and we get the daily payout together. I'm gonna check some oil here. Yeah, I need to see a doctor to check out my cough for real. For the TPT raffle, if I don't get picked for the month, does it get carried over? It'll be impossible for you to get picked in a case because you'll always be picked. Because you're not winning one raffle. People would win like 5, 10, 20 different raffles and it'll add up. So everyone wins. And it's not just like small like raffle. It's like at the end of the month, if you made like 20 purchases, which you might seem as a lot, but reset also counts as it too. So you buy 5 counts, so you took like 2 resets. That's already 15 things. And you can get a lot out of it. Get organic. I feel like I listen to chat too many times. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. What is this organic million? This indicator for session, ICT kill zone pivots. This is my my settings. I'm gonna have to note it down. Maybe I'll have to check it out. But so far, guys, this is not something that I want you guys to watch me and like try to push buttons. Even if I do push buttons, you should be able to recognize that you shouldn't be pushing buttons in this condition. There's no opportunity in sight. We already took the highs, we already took the lows, and we're trying to drag the low. And basically, what I feel like is happening is we're just playing that seek and destroy model, which we're gonna probably go back inside afterwards, which I like much more than chasing the downside. Tradeify and E8 is coming this month, or it's most likely coming next week. But you know, if it's a monthly payout bonus, it shouldn't matter as long as we are able to do it in February. You're gonna be fine. You're a 7-year medical resident specialized in, I don't even know how to say that, but it's probably related to cough. Yo, DM me. Let's see. Let's work. February's gonna count, guys. Don't worry. We already got clearance of it. I think next week we're gonna have it already, so that's like mid-month, and it'll be perfect timing. But it's good to be back. We have about 570 viewers. That's like without me posting on anything. I think every single day that I've been gone, there's like 5 people asking me like, when are you coming back? When are you coming back? The answer is this is a warm-up. I don't think if there's a trade, of course I'm gonna take it, but like if you really want to grind with me, once I move back to Puerto Rico, that's gonna be game time. That's gonna be the time where we're gonna try to make millions with props, with cash, whatever it is. And I want to be able to showcase more of the silver. I know I post a lot in Discord, but it's hard to do live. We're going to try to do it. We're going to try to trade NQ, ES, as well as silver and gold. Whichever shows me the better opportunity. And I feel like when you look at both ways, you kind of have double like screen time in a way. Because right now, I'm watching NQ and ES, right? But I'm not really trying to trade it until it hits the area of interest I want. So all the screen time is just me waiting. I could just use that to just look at my other monitor and, you know, we could trade NQ and ES. That's what I'm thinking of doing. We're going to try to grind that out for the next like 3 months, 4 months. As long as silver and gold is still decent. Thank God I don't need to watch another Benjamin SMC stream. What's that supposed to be? ES did take the low. I want to see NQ smash these lows too. And then if we can pull back up, we'll have pretty easy longs. Damn, Top Step is just getting massive heat right now. And people are going to say the same thing over. They're like, Brian, you might be just hating on Top Step because you're not feeling with them. But here's the truth, though. If you look at my whole timeline, you'll see me talk about Top Step positively like 80% of the time. And like, I talk negative to firms all the time. Even Apex in the past, when Apex was denying payouts, I talked negative about them. Or not talk negative, but I was basically covering them. It was like almost like a news channel, but covering all these situations, which I think they were able to progress better over time. So when Top Step is doing something bad and I'm reporting about it, don't say like, oh, I'm biased. When you look at the history, I always put Top Step as like top 1, top 2 before this. So I think it says a lot when my views are changed, right? I don't even know what my ranking is right now. I want to say I might have to put TVT up there. Apex and TVT up there. Apex is going to be such a curveball because they are top, but they could also be, you know, some traders can't even trade them because they're eval banned for whatever reason, which I wish I could control or help people on, but that's up to Apex. But if you're not eval banned, you know, Apex is up there, TPT's up there, and then we have Lucid and Tradeify up there. So those are kind of my big 4 right now. The top, no, not Top Step. Apex, TPT, Lucid, Tradeify. I think these are so versatile where you have a little bit of everything, which is kind of perfect. And then Lucid and Tradeify, I think you can't go wrong with. They have instant support, instant payouts, direct instant funding, even if you like that. If you think it's too costly, there's like new plans now. These are my big 4. And then my next would be probably like, I'll just be like, oh, I'll add my iPhone features. I don't trade my iPhone features anymore, but I'm sure they're still good. And then like, yeah, we'll just add Top Step there. Like, so those are my 8 right now. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything. Oh, Funny Next, I forgot. Funny Next is probably up there for me too, honestly. Unless they change more rules. Out of these 5 here, Funny Next does not have a plan to forfeit profits like Top Step would, because they don't. That's not their. You know, they had a lot of backlash for that, and we were able to get them changed, so they don't forfeit any profits anymore, which is good. Lucid and Tradeify would have more of a tighter caps. TPT inherently has a tight cap, but they don't forfeit. They just move you live quicker. Apex is more of a curveball too, but they, you know, there's no cap at all. New website, new dashboard should be coming out this month. We're gonna try to get the beta test going. Damn. We have a little SMT here. I could be jumping in longs. I have to see. I need to see closure first. I don't have to rush this long because if we're in the mindset that we're gonna establish as low, what we want to see is us close above, and then the first retap back in. Let's say we could try to go for the long and see it come back up like this. That's what we're looking for. Little divergence happening. Trade day, you know, trade day, I feel like it's just a worse version of TPC, which I don't. It's such a turnoff for me, to be honest. We're partnered with them, we do rewards, but me personally, trade day with 30% eval consistency is like disgusting. I had the worst experience trying to trade, get funded with that, because I don't view eval as something that you should dedicate you know, your full focus to. I view it for funded, but when you're eval, you have to do 30%, 30%, 30%, 30%. It's just very challenging. So if this doesn't want to close above, we have no shot to move higher. Try the organic mullion. I'm gonna have to get it. We'll see. It's coming back up. If we get this closure, I might be pulling the long guys. We're gonna just let this play out, and then if I could feel like the momentum's flipped for higher, then that's where I try to join in. You have a pretty large 15-minute gap too, but I don't think it matters because this might be a second short profile. You bought FundedNext and TradeFi accounts weeks ago. Still no points. FundedNext, you don't have points. TradeFi, you should. You should definitely make a ticket. Someone on our team would credit, either manually credit or make sure you're synced properly. If you close a trade slightly in profit, do you violate the 1-5R rule? I don't think you do. I think that's just trade management. Can we get this closure above 78, 79s on ES on the 5-minute here to show that we have interest higher? Then we break the internal 15 though. Is it not a valid buy to sell model? I'm looking at a second short profile where we're taking highs and lows in a more bullish uptrend on the 4-hour, on the hourly. I think our focus should be let this tag lower, sweep liquidity, which we took these lows now, and then the moment it could show more interest higher is the high probability condition that we're looking for. How do you trade prop firms with trailing drawdown? Go for 1-to-1. Yeah, I think your focus should be trying to take basically the first 5-10 trades. Your goal is to get above the trailing drawdown. After that is a stat account, and you can really scale it from there. And that's what I did for Apex. It really just able to scale up really quickly once I was get above the trailing drawdown, and I don't think it's like a stat account, and I have more of my more drawdown to work with, so I can risk more in return, make more. So if I were to do like, you know, I don't like doing fixed reward, but with $10,000 in my Apex account, I can do 2-to-1. If I want to risk 10%, I can risk $10,000 or not $1,000 to make 2. So if I make 2, if I hit a winning trade, that'd be $2,000 on each account. That'd be $40,000 right there. And it keeps on scaling up. So like after that, you made $40,000. Now you have $12,000 to work with. Next trade, you can actually risk more. So it's like at one point it's like infinite scaling. And if you just go on a good run, you had good market conditions, you have you're on point with your trades, everything's going perfect. All it takes is like a few days for you to turn like, you know, something like $10,000 balance to like 50,000 to 80,000 to 100,000. And that's something that won't happen often, right? It's not going to happen every single time. You're not going to be like on a streak while scaling up every single time. But when you do, that's the reward of it. I'm going to get some water real quick. I'll be right back. First payout, build a buffer, or quest when minimum is reached. Either or. I feel like for me, if you're someone who needs money or like a payout would change your life, then, you know, take the payout. But if you're someone that already established and someone that has been making, you know, took our like 50 payouts, 20 payouts over the years, and you want to build up, you want to save every drawdown to get you closer to your goal. So scale up, because let's say the payout is 3,000 and you have $10,000, taking 3,000, like 30% of your balance, that could be used to help you scale up more. And every trade you do, when you're risking like 10% of your balance per trade, it can scale up a lot when you hit like 5 trades in a row. That's like winning, that's doing good. But, you know, like Kurt here said, like, take the first payout to get your money back you spent on evals. That's a good mental here. It depends what state you're at. To me, like a $40,000 payout would not change much for me. It would just be like a drop in the bucket. It's a lot of money for sure, but it's even better if I can aim for like $1 million or 2 million, or even the record, or 5 million, right? So anything I could do to help me push higher, that's gonna be what I want to do. If I did take a payout early, that might slow me down. That might, I don't even know if I hit the 2 mil mark. It sounds crazy, but Okay, let me see one more question. I think it's good to ask questions right now because I'm trying to trade at the same time. I'm waiting for the trade. It's always wait for me. Fun fact, when I was doing my aggressive runs for Apex, I was glued to my screen for like, it was unhealthy. Like, do I regret it? No, because I had lost success from it. I feel like that's what you need to be determined, to be glued, locked in at every moment. So you see opportunity. But it was like, for example, if one day I was trading like all of New York AM, all of PM, you take the break, and then once Asia starts, you start looking at Asia, and all the way to London, maybe you'll stop there, but maybe you'll also trade London too. Maybe like three, you're almost trading all 3 sessions, which is like 8 to 10 hours to 12 hours, and you're watching for opportunity. And if I was watching for 12 hours in a day, for opportunity, I might have took like, 5-6 trades. So that's like me averaging 1 trade every 2 hours or less, or more, maybe like 1 every 2 hours and like 20 minutes. But it was like good trades though, right? And you add the fact that like during that time, the volatility with silver was like going like crazy. It was like moving both ways. It was trending. It was choppy. It had like a lot of high probability conditions, where 1 hour you could see like, oh, there's like 10 trades I could take there. Right now, like I'm watching NQ and it's like I see one main opportunity, and it's like just slow. We got Lanto trades in the building. I'll have to see you soon, boy. You're gonna be back, and we're gonna get back to the grind soon. Damn, I'm full screen right now. How do I get off full screen? There we go. Pretty cool, y'all roommates. Something I think about is like this house that we're gonna be in together in Puerto Rico when I move back. It's gonna be a house that it's gonna be like $6 million in payouts. And if I get my Apex too, it's gonna be like, I don't even know, like almost like 10 million between us. Oh damn! I just saw the recap that Lanto posted. He's down 57 today. Lanto's been on a burner, so there's like one red day. I gotta slow him down. Isn't that crazy though? Like one house, 2 traders, 10 million payouts. I might be just copy trading Lanto when I'm like busy. Like here, let me just put a camera in the room. Every time I press buy, it'll notify me. I'll just take the same thing. What about props not letting you trade the same address? You have to give them a good reason. You have to notify them. We already did that. And they know we're different traders, so like we're not going to be hedging purposely. We stream too, so like there's proof that we're not doing anything collaborating, because that's the only thing that they care about. Like if he's long and I short, is that something that is planned? Is it coordinated? And they'll see like the stream. They're like, this is not every case is gonna be counter trend against each other. Yeah, so that's also we don't even take the same trades. I feel like we trade a lot at different times. which is kind of funny because I focus PM, he focus AM. Sometimes I trade Asia. Sometimes he does too. But guys, it's really good to be back though. You guys been asking me to come back on, and I've been busy. I honestly, for a smart prop firm, we're doing a lot of things. I feel like we're gonna expand aggressively to more than rewards. It's gonna be like compare, reviews, tools, and then beyond that, there's like a lot of education, a lot of high level animation, and tools and materials. Basically, like I want to kind of build an app too, like Duolingo, but for trading. So we're gonna be pretty busy. We're gonna squeeze some time to grind out trading too. And then you guys know we're gonna do content. Why can't you add trade copies of purchase on SPF market? I think we're gonna do that soon, maybe this week. Dude, we're not getting anything. If I were to long or short, it's just like so choppy here. Journal with an SPF, that's part of it. So one of my big things is ROI. What does that mean? Return on investment. If I spent, let's say, $10,000 at prop firms, I need to be able to return like 50,000, 30,000. Profit is profit. So like if you spent 10 and you made 30,000, you made 3 times what you spent. I want to go beyond that, like 50,000, 100,000, stuff like that. So just a very clean platform to track all your payouts, track all your purchases. We're already tracking your purchases and all your expenses. All we need to do is connect Plaid or Rise for you to basically track everything, so you can keep checking. Like, and it should be eye opener. I don't want you guys to be drowning. So if your expenses is like 50,000 and you only made 10,000 payouts, maybe we have to have a talk. Maybe we have some people we have to have someone on the team like work the eyes on that. It's gonna be something like that basically. How many smart points do I get if you buy the 50K Lucid? So it's like 5%, right? 5% cash rebate, but now it's 50% smart points rebate. If you spend $100, you get 50 points. Gonna auto populate my tax form. that should help you with taxes too. If you're already bookkeeping everything, by the time tax season happens, you'll be like, okay, these are all my expenses, these are my payouts, does it match up? It should give you a good rough idea. I think that's important. Damn, this is doing nothing, chat. Chat, I'm not sure we'll get the trade. I might stick around for another 10 minutes to see. We might be able to get it here. If it doesn't happen here, I think it's getting like... We're getting less and less of opportunity to try it for it. Let's see if we get this closure here. We have 3 minutes. I need to see a good closure above. Then we can actually note down a long opportunity. Do auto sync smart points happen immediately after purchase? No, it doesn't. It runs in batches. Some is within 48 hours. Others, like Tradeify, is once a week because we have to get them to verify everything. So if it's once a week, you know, just sit tight. If it doesn't come like in 8 days, a week, a day after, just make a ticket and we'll sort it out. Take 3 ginger shots every day. Chat, is that something that would help? Okay, how about we do 2 lucid accounts to wrap today if we don't get anything. Do you have molding house? That's one thing that someone mentioned. I feel like that could be the case too. One more minute here. Let's see if we can get a closure. Nice haircut. Do I look like I have a haircut? I feel like I've been overgrown. I wanted to get a haircut before I did all these podcasts, but I just didn't come around to it. Didn't receive smart points. Had been more than 48 hours. Just make a support ticket. Either just only do one though. Don't, if you want to contact through Discord, do that. If you want to do the email, do that. Payout bonus for TradeFi is coming most likely next week. It's gonna be eligible for February, so don't worry about that. But for I want to see a bigger closure here, but I think we might be able to try this long here, guys. I feel like it's so choppy though. Like if I thought that this was gonna come back up already, it should have already took these lows and, you know, get the closure, immediate reaction. But since it's so choppy, it's making me like think otherwise. I want to see a strong closure above then the first we tap back in. Let's see. If we tag this low and then come back up, I'll try the long. This is like, usually for breakers, if I'm looking at a unique candle, I want to see a closure even above the wick. Like you can't really argue that this is a breaker. It might be above the close of this candle here, but like this is basically wick to wick right now. We did not break any highs or lows yet. Guys, want to do a giveaway? What do you think about the halftime of the Super Bowl? I was watching that. It was not yesterday, it was Sunday, right? What do you guys think about it? Let's talk about that first. I will share my input, but if we want to answer in a non-political way, because I think a lot of people are using like, you know, this as their political angle. I don't like that to be. It was good vibes, but it's like I'm not sure if it's the best idea to have a non-English speaker in a national American sport. And I'll make the comparison like I'll say K-pop. K-pop is big, BTS and stuff like that. I would not think that's also good too if they're the biggest band, boy band, and they, you know, you perform in the NFL. I'll have the same name. Like, why would you do that? This is coming from Puerto Rico. Bad Bunny, is he born in Puerto Rico? Yeah, Puerto Rico's jumping right now. They love Bad Bunny. I live in Puerto Rico now. I'm gonna start jamming to it. Let's do it. Let's do a quick poll real quick. Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime performance. Great. Amazing. Good, but not good. How many options is there? I put amazing, good, but not fitted for US football, and then bad performers all around. All right, I'm gonna put no politics bias so you guys get the idea. Oh, we actually get disclosure. Wait a minute. Is this something I should long? I think I should long this. I feel like NQ is not moving, but if I play ES and ES actually start ramming up, it's not too bad. So we have this closure above. This validates it. I think we could play it now. I think we can. Maybe this will be like our first trade back. It's not the best because like I feel like when you look at high probability trades, you want to see immediate reaction. This has taken ages for it to happen, and we have diversions back and forth. But I wonder if this would be enough. Look at 77, 78s long. I'm not looking for aggressive pullback, but just like a tap back inside the breaker. That's what I'm feeling right now, chat. Let's see if we get this entry. I need retap back inside the breaker. I could have taken that earlier, but at the same time, it was not giving the clearest narrative here. Just pushing now. Looking for this retap back in. We had this closure here. We could have, if it came back inside, I would have probably smacked that. Let's see. Bad Bunny Super Bowl halftime performance. 34% said amazing. 25 said good, but not fitted for U.S. football. 40% said bad. So like, a lot of people said it was bad. Gonna see if we get this entry. This is probably the only thing I'm taking today. Next stream won't be in English. Imagine that. I live in PR. Am I supposed to be jamming to Bad Buddy? Maybe I should. Gotta learn Spanish when you're PR. I want to, but like, I feel like I'm so busy that I don't have time to explore everything. So at what point would I be like, okay, let's try this out. All right, we're gonna be trying this long at 77 here. For better or worse. Got the entry in. Have the hearts upset. What happens? I'm not gonna be too. It's not gonna concern me. It's not something I'm gonna full port, of course, because of what's been happening. It's so choppy, man. But I do like a play like this. Stop is much tighter than you guys think too. It's like 4 points. We can live with that, right? Under the breaker, under this opening of the bullish candle. So if you follow me on this, you can enter. You can go down lower if you want, but I'm already in at 77s. I have my hard stop set at 7.3s. If we get above this internal high, we could put break even and let it float. We're trying to push, but it's not really doing much. Or just let it play out. It's so choppy. Look at NQ. NQ is even more choppy than ES. Matter of fact. But all I need to see is closure. I need to make sure that things are moving how it should. Looking good. Looking good. So far. It's too early to say, of course. How long do I have to stay on stream, guys? Because I have plans to end this early, but I'm willing to stay a little longer depending on how this goes. But we should do the giveaway, right? Who's down for the giveaway? I think we start off with a bang. We get 2 free Lucid Black accounts. We're up 2 points. That's enough for lunch and a little something else. Can you get points if you already have Lucid? Yeah, we'll definitely make that as an option. How should we do this? Are we doing this Discord or what's the plan, guys? NFP tomorrow. I don't think I can do it. I can do CPI. We have CPI and NFP same day, right? Or not same day, same week. Tomorrow I have an appointment. But let me look at the calendar. This is not saved how I want it. Filter. Okay, I'll just only look at US because that's all that matters for these news. Yeah, CPI on Friday, non-farm payroll on Wednesday. Both great opportunity to news pass. I'm most likely gonna try it on some. I want to get some E8 accounts. And I'm already evaluating on the Apex. If you guys want it, your Apex run, this is a good time to do it. What else? TBT you can do if you like. You want to get more reserves. Lucid 1-day pass accounts. If not, there's even 50% targets. Pretty great to do. Discord 1 minute. Let's do the giveaway at 2:45. We're gonna do 1 minute. Enter on Discord. It's not ready yet, but I'm just saying, like, we're gonna start it. We'll start. And you only have 1 minute, so I'm just giving you guys a head start to open Discord and make sure you guys are in. My hair is so long. Holy shit. How many E8 accounts can you have? You can have 5 accounts, I'm pretty sure. I think it's relatively pretty good rules compared to the other firms nowadays. We're up like 2 points off this ES. We're up like half hour right now. You may lose your power if you cut your hair. I'm thinking of, there's part of me that thinks like, why not just go bald for one time? Yo, how about this? If I hit 5 million Apex, I might run it bald. Are you good with that? Someone clip it. Send it to me in 6 months. I just have to wear a hat. Guys, type 1 if you're in this ES long with me. We're up 3 points. Type 2 if you're not. This is so slow. You guys know my entry. You guys know my stop. I think some of you guys are in NQ too, which is fine. I feel like for me, it's always trade the stronger asset. There's our clear setup there. There's divergence, which you're not able to do as much as NQ. So the stop is safer on ES. But, you know, as long as ES pans out, NQ is going to pan out too. Like, I would know it will even get to my stop, or it will get above the internal high that I marked out by 3 p.m. Barely moving. All right, let me see the giveaway. We're gonna start it what in 2 minutes. I'm gonna just get ready for it. And we're almost back at entry. Look at that. Okay, I don't think the Discord bot is working. Yeah, it's not working. There we go, it's working now. Oh, we're coming back to it. I'm starting the giveaway and very soon here. Make a giveaway ticket if you win. Just back and forth, and now we're turned back lower. I was hoping we can get above this high, and I feel like we're gonna move back up, but so far we're down 2 points. We were up 3 points earlier. It's not something that is too emotional, but it's also a very tight stop. We were almost 1-1. I wanted to get a closure above here before we do break even. But yeah, be prepared. In 30 seconds, we're gonna do the giveaway for Discord. So if you're already there, all you gotta do is press 1 emoji, and then you're good to go. There we go. 2:45. And we're about to start it here. Hopefully it works. Does that work, chat? Yes. So I can't move my Discord for whatever reason, but if you can see this, it's already active. It's already counting down. You have basically 1 minute. It's in the giveaway channel. You just press this button 1 time, and that's it. Almost back at entry, but Okay, 17 seconds, guys. I wish I could move this, but I don't know why it's not moving. Oh, there we go. I had full screen on. We have 340 entries. 5, 4. I need to press it too. Oh shit. Oh, it's already done. Winner is Carlos and Sear. The winner is just make a giveaway ticket. It's Lucid Black. If you already max allocated Lucid, smart points. Congrats, congrats. Now the question is, what the hell do I do with this trade here? Chat, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. You guys can close this trade or whatever. It's like we're like almost at even. I'm just gonna let it run. But let's just wrap this session up. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We have non-farm payroll. It's gonna be spicier price action. I recommend doing these one evals as one shot, one pass. Basically, you can pass in like the matter of seconds. So if you look here and you see CPI tomorrow, hidden message here, Apex, no hold, 1 day pass, Lucid, TradeFi growth, 1 day pass, Finex rapid, 1 day pass, E8 market signature. This is probably like one of my top choices right now, 1 day pass, and then Alpha Zero. So use code SPART, you get payout bonus, smart points, raffle entry, and payout protection. Yeah, this trade basically we were up 3 points and then we went down like 3 points, and we're now back at entry. I don't think I'm gonna stick around for this. I'll most likely, if we can get back above 80, I'll just do break even stop and just let it play out. That's gonna be my plan. My hard stop's still set. I'll see you guys tomorrow for 1 to 3 p.m. again. We're gonna be back trying to do daily PM sessions. Glad you guys made it. First day back, not much happening, but yeah, see you guys tomorrow.